Hey everyone, welcome back to the sunny side, to the channel here where we have weekly love horoscopes that are right for the Echo newspapers and good old Supernatural, Kamloops, BC. We have hypnosis style meditations to help you find true love and mend broken hearts. I am the love hypnotist after all. And there's some fun waking hypnosis and NLP tips and tricks that you can use in your daily life if you're into that kind of stuff. And of course, there are some fun astrology videos like this one. And today, I'm going to rank the Zodiac's top stubborn signs. Hi everyone, I'm Sunny. Alright, first things first, I put timestamps in the description, so if you want to skip the blah blah, then just push the button. Next, if you have any comments on your own list, then please leave them in the comments section below, and I'll read out some of the best ones on the weekly Love Horoscopes video that come out every Thursday. Alright? And if you like them, if you want, then of course you can always subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, thumbs up. Maybe share with your friends on Facebook. Alright, enough of that. Here we go. Okay, this doesn't take much explanation, right? Stubborn is stubborn. And the number one sign is a total lock. Everyone can probably guess who that is, by both reputation and astrologically. Anyways, the next three signs are also a lock astrologically, but their order is subjective, and the last two, well, go ahead and leave your comments in the comment section below. Alright, you guys ready? Oh, here we go. Place your bets. Number 6, Cancer. What? What? Cancer? Come on, guys. Cancer is represented by the crab. They're soft on the inside, sure, but they have a really tough shell. Okay, so I'm going to need some help on this one, okay? Cancer is ruled by the moon, and this is emotional energy that changes almost every other day. So, Cancer is difficult to peg down. They're in a constant state, emotional flux, and as a cardinal sign, they're not exactly looking for stability, believe it or not. But let's look at it an easier way, Have you ever tried to force a Cancer to do something like that they don't want to do? Usually if a Cancer doesn't want to do something, they will get quiet and they'll sulk and they'll even run away a little. Now, quick FYI, if a Cancer runs away, then there's a good chance that they'll come back and eventually do whatever it is that you want them to do. If they sit around, they're probably not going to do it. And this is actually, not that anybody cares, but this is actually a secret I use in waking hypnosis for everyone. And I use it in all my workshops, but, blah blah, like I'll blah blah on that another time. Just know that to change someone's mind, you should get them to move physically. And for some signs, it's easier than others. Anyways, Cancer isn't really go with the flow energy, nor are they fixed. But again, they are cardinal energy, and as such, they just kind of into doing their own thing. But they also like to be part of the team, and they do like to do stuff. So once the initial mood, or rather emotional part of the objection wears off, it's quite likely that they will return and capitulate your offer. I absolutely love Cancers. And it's so cute. You'll see your little Cancer crying and you'll be like, he'll be like, what's the ça va, petit belle? And like, she'll say, Mommy wants me to clean my room. It's so cute. Turn it into a game and help her with the chores and she'll do it. You just have to know how to speak to your little crap. Number 6, not so bad. A couple of the other signs might be worse, but for today, number 6 is Cancer. Alright, next, number 5, Capricorn. No lead up on that one. Capricorn. Okay, do I really think Capricorn is a stubborn sign? Well, personally, Scorpio and Capricorn, excuse me, are usually on the same page, so I don't see it a lot, just saying. But that's just for me. But others sure do, okay? And seriously, first, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So by nature, they're focused and driven, and usually driven by something nice. Alright, calm down, sir. Okay. Okay, let's look at it another way. Capricorn isn't a lazy sign. And in fact, like Cancer, they are cardinal energy, so they're always ready for action. And even though, just like Cancer, they don't really look the part, Aries looks the part of ready for action. Cancer and Capricorn don't. Anyways, just saying, right? You can't guess the color of someone's underwear by looking at the shoes. Just saying. Anyways, here's the deal. Capricorn is doing something, and it's important. I don't know what it is, you know, and it may or may not work out, you know, and we may not ever find out what's going on. No, they're not sneaky. They're just taking care of stuff, and they don't need your distraction. Capricorn is powerful. They're driven, ambitious, and focused, and they just don't have time for stupidness. So, although they might appear stubborn and steadfastly refuse to do what you're saying, the truth is, they're on a journey. They know what it is. And if your suggestion doesn't line up with their action, you know, it's not going to be like no or some kind of rejection, but rather it's just not going to even register on their map. You know, it's funny. You'll be like, blah, 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 and they just don't care. It's number 5 for a most stubborn sign, and, you know, they might not really be that stubborn. Like Cancer, you just got to know how to communicate with them. And, or rather, they just might be ignoring you. Number 5, Capricorn. Alright, enough of that. Let's get down to real business here. Next, now we come to the really stubborn guys. And to help you out, I'll give you a hint. Number 4 is a fixed sign. So, there's not much you'll be able to do to change their mind. And this goes for pretty much everything. You know? Enough. This goes for pretty much everything. They can be arrogant, and even the good ones think they know everything. You know, even when they're completely out to lunch. And to put it nicely, that's more often than you think. And that is Aquarius. Oh yeah, you know, for those keeping score at home, I bet you knew Aquarius was gonna make the list. Aquarius. First, they are really smart and a little arrogant because of it. And even though they're the sign of universal peace, love, and revolutionary transformations, you know, like together and equality kind of stuff, Aquarius just thinks differently. You know, and they already know that you don't understand them. So you can debate until you're blue in the face, but Aquarius is neither listening to you, nor are they even pretending to respect what you have to say. And that's kind of the key for the rest of the signs here as well. Aquarius simply sees things differently. You know, they see another way that they already know that you don't see. And they don't even think you, and to top it, they don't even think you have the ability to see it the way they do, you know? And I agree with them. It's kind of funny. So, and if Aquarius suddenly becomes stubborn and doesn't want to listen or do things your way, it's usually because they either think the entire episode is a waste of their time, you know, they're bored of events maybe, or they can see another way that's probably better. And is it always better? Like, no, not even close. We're not all created equally, not even close, you know? And the advantages that we're born with, you know, it further separates the pack. And here's the twist with Aquarius. As much as they're into universal harmony, I mean, who doesn't like a 3-day naked, covered in paint party, techno music party in the bush, right? I mean, seriously. Anyways, Aquarius knows we have a long way to go before we reach any semblance of equality on almost every level. So, in the meantime, they're going to bet on themselves. And again, I don't blame them. Number 4, Aquarius. Aquarius is awesome. And Aquarius is also really good looking, just to say, for those who haven't figured it out yet. Alright, next. Now we're getting to the really stubborn guys. Number 3 and number 4 could easily switch places, but Aquarius is air, okay? And you can't really fight or control the energy, so like I don't, right? I just let it do its own thing, and the stubbornness doesn't usually bug me. But our next sign is fire energy, and they're just demonstrative, and they're showy, and they're loud, and they're kind of cute. And as much as you want to avoid the stubborn part of the fixed fire sign, you can't. It's fire energy. So it's upset, then it's coming for you. Good luck, playa. And this is Leo. And like, seriously, what's the deal, Leo? You know, if Leo is being stubborn and they don't want to go somewhere, for whatever reason, why did Leo have to stop others from doing it, you know? Anyways, that's the fire part. Check this out. Tell a Cancer to go and clean the room, and if they don't want to, you know, if they don't want to do it, then they'll sulk. Leo will throw a monster temper tantrum. You know, not a rage freak out and try and hit you or maybe pull a knife on you or something like Aries. But Leo is demonstrative and showy. It's kind of a spoiled brat kind of tantrum. But it's also adorable, you know, and it's kind of funny. Anyways, Leo is a fixed sign. So if they don't want to do something, they're simply not going to do it. And here's a list of things that Leos don't want to do. You guys ready? Leo doesn't want to do anything that makes them look bad. Period. That's the action. You know? They don't want to do anything. Anyways, Leos only want to do things that they don't want to do anything to make themselves look bad. And they're so much worse than Libra when it comes to this that it's not even funny. But there's more. Leos are born leaders, and they're really smart, and they feel they're supposed to be in charge. And this means they like to do things that are their ideas. It's their kingdom. So why should they listen to the subjects if they don't want to, you know? And remember, to seduce a Leo, one of the tricks is to make the things you really want sound like it's the Leo's idea. And if you can do that and make them look good in the process, then my friend, you just hooked yourself a Leo, you know? Anyways, but that's a different video, right? Okay, I like Leos and I get it. I don't always agree, but I get it. Sometimes, and actually quite often, looking good is more important than the message. But having said that, there's no reason you can't both look good and have a strong message. And here's where things split. Leos want to look good while delivering their message, and our next sign considers the message more important. But truthfully, you should grow beyond your starting point and do both. I think so anyways, you know? Okay, let's wrap up Leo. Leo has a tremendous amount of self-confidence, and they're so good at so many things that I don't blame them. Yes, the arrogance can be grating at times, and the stubborn nature can lead to all sorts of trouble. But I believe I believe in the way, you know, there's a way, you know, there are a couple of, you know, the journey of life, so to speak, you know, it's just what I believe in. And this is just Leo's way. And I love them, you know, and they throw the best parties, you know. Number 3 on the most stubborn list is Leo. Okay, next. Well, you guys should be able to figure out how I make these lists by now, you know, a bit subjective and a bit of astrology. And our top 4 signs today are all fixed energy. And that shouldn't be a surprise, it's stubborn energy. We're looking at the stubborn signs, right? So with that, number 2, and if they say no, then the answer is no forever. And that's Scorpio. Yes, Mr. Ice is definitely stubborn. And over the top destructive in a seriously, the most mental and sometimes confusing way. But they are also ridiculously optimistic. So they hold on longer than any other sign except Cancer. And I can't say this enough. Scorpio believes in you. You know, maybe if they had the visionary insights of Aquarius, they wouldn't. But they don't. So they do. If a Scorpio likes you, they will defend you to the end. If they don't like you, then they won't. And for all of the intelligence and psychic insights and emotional nuances, Scorpio can be very black and white about things. They are super predictable. And although they're confident, stubbornly optimistic, and one of our most loyal signs, Scorpio can get it very wrong. You know, just saying. Anyways, like both Aquarius and Leo, Scorpio has a tremendous amount of self-confidence, and simply, they believe in themselves. So, if they're confident in something, then it's going to be difficult to shake them. Astrologically, Scorpio's fixed water. That means ice. So good luck dealing with that, player, just saying. But although I'm not talking about it here, you know, there is a way to get all of the signs mentioned so far to change their mind and their way. All except for our number 1 sign. They ain't gonna change. Scorpio's close on the never gonna change meter, but like Capricorn, they're trying to do something. So they will listen. You know, just like Leo will listen. Aquarius doesn't always listen, right? Just saying. And our number one sign has already left the playground and they're headed to the ice cream truck. They won't even debate, right? But like, whatever. Anyways, our number two most stubborn sign, Scorpio. Okay, time for some honorable mentions. Sagittarius, Libra, and Pisces. Okay, these are the guys who do whatever they want, you know? They're flaky and flighty and completely inconsistent. But they're not really stubborn. You know, they're more rebellious or disobedient. So if you ask them to clean the room and they don't do it, it's not because they're being stubborn. Or because they're lazy. These guys aren't lazy either. It's because they're testing you. And they're testing your strengths and they're testing your boundaries. And if someone else asks these guys the exact same thing in the exact same way, they might say yes. So no, these guys are not stubborn, you know, they're just picky. And I'll say it again, they're testing you. Alright, enough of that. Here we go, for the moment you've all been waiting for. Our number one most stubborn sign. Did you guys guess this one yet? Without any question, it's Taurus. Oh, seriously. Taurus is fixed earth. So for starters, try moving that. You know? Try moving fixed earth. Alright, next. Taurus is both physically and emotionally strong. So you can't really guilt or bully them. And you know, you can lead a bull to water, but you can't make them eat a sandwich if you don't have the right kind of jelly. Just saying, you know? Next. Taurus is ruled by Venus, which isn't necessarily stubborn, but it is attraction energy. So Taurus, you know, Taurus's strength is waiting for things to come to them. Astrologically, Taurus is kind of supposed to sit there and nurture the energy all around them as it grows for all of us. What else? Taurus is over the top possessive. If you date a Taurus, you will become one of their possessions. Straight up. And, you know, they're like super protective of their stuff. Venus energy does not like when the boat begins to rock. And it's not like Taurus is going to shake up the adventure to make things right again. They're just going to take their ball and go home. You know, Taurus isn't just stubborn, they're peaceful and stubborn. So they aren't even going to fight or debate the issue. And like my grandmother used to say, my grandmother from the Caribbean used to say, it either your way or the no way. No, Taurus doesn't have to be right or wrong. That's not what it's about for them. For Taurus, it's about peace. It's about growth. It's about stability. It's about taking care of things. And that's what they're going to do. Look at it another way. The stock market is ruled by Taurus. And nothing moves the stock market more than uncertainty. Just like Taurus. And more than any other sign, Taurus wants business as usual. No stress. And they will just sit there until they get it. And once again, all of the tricks in the book are not going to get them to move. You cannot budge a Taurus. Once a Taurus got their mind set, you can't budge them. Our number one most stubborn sign. Hey, this is a warning as well as a blessing, you know? Because Taurus is also a little sneaky. You know, those Venus signs, Taurus, Libra, they're sneaky. So if a Taurus has got some kind of action going on in their head, you're not going to be able to change it, so be careful. I mean, I love Taurus, but be careful. Our number one most stubborn sign, without any question of any kind, fixed earth. Our most adorable little bulls. Taurus. And that's the action. If you have any comments or your own list, please leave it in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to read out some of the best comments and lists on the weekly love horoscopes videos that come out every Thursday. And if you haven't shared any of the videos yet or subscribed to the channel, you know, like, what are you waiting for? Just push the button. Just push the button. From thesunnyside.net, with that, from thesunnyside.net, I'm Sunny. Wishing everyone the absolute best of a beautiful week, and I'll see you soon.